moments to follow. How do defining moments happen, like the ones we are about to present? Please take a seat and join us on a remarkable journey of defining moments. A reminder, at the end of our program, your seat will lower into the floor, so do be careful and follow the instructions when the program concludes. It is 1901, the birth of a new century. In Basel, Switzerland, at the Fifth World Zionist Congress, it is proposed to establish a Jewish university dedicated to science and technology in the land of Israel. In 1912, on the barren slopes of Mount Carmel, the cornerstone for the new university is laid. With the support of the German Jewish Ezra Society, the defining moment of Technion's birth is realized. Little did anyone then imagine how defining that moment would be to the future of the modern state of Israel. An intense public debate breaks out over whether the language of instruction at Technion will be German or Hebrew. Hebrew wins the war of the languages and helps ensure that Hebrew will become the official language of the future state. One defining moment follows another. In 1923, Professor Albert Einstein visits Technion. He is deeply impressed that Jewish students will finally have equal opportunity to study and excel in science and engineering. On his return to Germany, he founds the first Technion Friends Society worldwide. In 1924, the first classes begin with 16 young men and 1 woman. Students can specialize in architecture or civil engineering, essential skills that will be required to build the new state. In 1928, the first class of Technion students graduates. In the 1930s, new faculties are opened, and Jewish academics fleeing from the advancing Nazi horror in Europe find a home at Technion. On May 14, 1948, the establishment of the State of Israel is declared. It is the defining moment of modern-day Israel. Many promising young Technion students were among those killed in the War of Independence. Israel's leaders recognized the vital importance of the Technion in building the new state. President Shimon Peres observes, luckily the Technion was opened 24 years before the establishment of the State of Israel and laid its foundations. In the 1950s, as Technion rapidly expands, Prime Minister David Ben-Gurion chooses a new site for the campus on Mount Carmel. The first building to be constructed on the nascent campus is for the new Department of Aeronautical Engineering. By the 1960s, Technion researchers are hard at work, exploring the infinite world of computers, turning Technion into the cradle of Israeli high-tech. By the 1970s, Technion research draws the attention of technology giants IBM, Intel, and Motorola, which established pioneering research labs around Technion. The Faculty of Medicine is established, setting the stage for medical breakthroughs that will astound the world. In the 1980s, Technion gains worldwide recognition for research in water engineering, optoelectronics, robotics, space research, and medicine. The research is just a taste of things to come. In the 1990s, Technion plays a central role in integrating the massive influx of immigrants from the former Soviet Union, which accelerates Technion's development. Then, in 1998, Technion becomes one of only 5 universities in the world in which students plan, build, and launch a satellite into space. As the new millennium dawns, Technion has become a world leader in research. In 2004, Technion professors Avram Hershko and Aaron Shechanover win Israel's first Nobel Prizes in the sciences for the discovery of the ubiquitin system responsible for breaking down proteins in the cell. This is a defining moment and the ultimate recognition of Technion's scientific leadership. Multidisciplinary centers were established in the fields of life sciences, energy, and autonomous systems. In 2005, the Russell Berry Nanotechnology Institute is inaugurated. 3 years later, the International School is established, admitting wins Technion's third Nobel Prize for his discovery of quasicrystals, a new form of matter. Globalization marks the development of Technion during the second decade of the 21st century. Technion is the first Israeli university to establish campuses overseas. Technion, together with Cornell University, opens the Jacobs Technion Cornell Institute in New York City. Technion establishes the Guangdong Technion Israel Institute of Technology in China. Today, Technion brings together over 15,000 students and hundreds of professors, working in dozens of research centers, engaged in over 100 academic programs across campuses in Haifa, Tel Aviv, New York, and China. The Technion vision is cultivating new defining moments that will change the world. Year after year, but there are some moments that change the world. When a cell splits, a wheel is invented, the moment that sparks an idea, moments which are defining, historic, special, astonishing. They may be rare, but they are the moments that alter our lives, shape our world, change the future. Who are these Technion people behind defining moments that impact the world? Professor Penny Corfield heads the Technion's Asher Space Research Institute.
In my opinion, one such moment is when a new technology generates a paradigm shift. This has the power to save lives. An example is the new drip irrigation technology developed by Rafael and Udal.
Mr. Hudar's defining moment of innovation is feeding almost 1 billion people around the world each year. But Hudar has launched a laboratory for nurturing young inventors of the Technion.
A defining moment is when Technion Professor Musa Yudim and John Finder discovered Rasagalin and changed the lives of millions of Parkinson's patients worldwide.
This breakthrough discovery was developed with the Israeli company Teva in the first disease-modifying drugs for the treatment of Parkinson's disease.
A defining moment was when Dr. Amit Gopher gave hope to so many paraplegics.
הרגע המכונן בחיי הוא הרגע בו קמתי והלכתי לראשונה. דוקטור עמית גופר, בוגר הטכניון, העניק לי משהו שלא העזתי לחלום עליו. ריווק.
Dr. Amit Gopher developed an exoskeleton suit called Rewalk that enables paraplegics to stand up, walk, even climb stairs. For many, this is the first time in their lives they can function so normally.
A life-changing moment occurred when Dr. Kobi Wortman perceived the operating room of the future and found it inside tech.
Dr. Kobi Wortman's magnetic resonance ultrasound therapy is a breakthrough in non-surgical brain function treatment for millions of sufferers of essential tremor.
These studies can identify the most terrifying moments when Lisa Rafael had their own. Such moments led to the invention of Lion. Ayelet Shapira and Dr. Yuri Udal of Rafael are among those that generated moments of security and defense, making an enormous contribution to the security of Israel.
Technion alumni Ayelet Shapira and Dr. Yuri Udal are senior vice presidents of Rafael, which developed the game-changing Iron Dome defense system that has brought safety and security to the citizens of Israel.
The establishment of Alpha Omega by Technion graduate Imad Younes was a bright moment in the field of brain surgery. With their advanced medical equipment, we can understand and treat the brain better.
This is a scientific, technological, and medical leap forward. It is also a significant moment and a multicultural statement by a leading high-tech company established in the Israeli arms sector.
It was computer science professor Abraham Lepel and electrical engineering professor Jacob Ziv who made lossless data compression possible. It was a turning point in the global communication revolution that impacts modern communication in our everyday lives.
The Technion is development of the biological cardiac pacemaker. Professor Leo Gebsten of the Faculty of Medicine, with his colleagues in the Canada-Israel project, made a major medical breakthrough with the embryonic stem cells pacemaker.
The moment the formation of autonomous nanosatellites developed by Professor Penny Gruffield flies through space to aid in geolocation, research, and rescue.
Professor Grufield's team, in collaboration with Israel Aerospace Industries, companies Elbit and Raphael, developed the Samson project of the Asher Space Research Institute at Technion. The story of the Technion is a chronicle of countless defining moments. Technion has become an accelerator for creating world-changing moments. These moments are the results of years of intensive research and hard work. Technion is a center for those who are committed to make the world a better place. We invite you to move to the center of the theater for one final moment from a different perspective. At Technion, we believe that curiosity and the human spirit have no limits. We celebrate over 100 years of education, creativity, and achievements for the advancement of the state of Israel and humanity. We have presented some of Technion's defining moments and the people behind them. The lives of everyone on Earth have been touched by the discoveries and innovations of these remarkable men and women. What are the next generation of world changers? Those whose defining moments of innovation and discovery are yet to be realized. How many such moments await the thousands of Technion students walking on its campuses today, or Technion alumni worldwide? Every one of us has the ability to enrich our world with our own defining moment. What will be your defining moment? Can you imagine it? Imagine you can affect the lives of your family and friends, your community, all humanity. What if you could do one thing that will be remembered forever? Aim high. Think Technion. Technion. Defining moments.